So you would certainly give. So you would certainly give, I guess, John Wick the edge in terms of if the scenario is John Wick has to assassinate the Punisher versus the Punisher has to go after John Wick. Let's say he assumes or whatever that John Wick is somebody that needs to be taken down, and the Punisher's going after John Wick. What
I would
scenario then in that
so
and versus them meeting? Because I think we might have led this conversation with if they just so happen to meet.
But
well, I'm not saying
What's the
didn't in the
scenario?
third movie he had a bunch of puncher like dude coming after him, and he did them dirty.
but let's be mindful, right? Because Miss Benny did bring up something that's pretty smart. Because let's be honest, we can talk about if they two were to meet up, but everyone has their own scenarios of how they would see this combat being done. But I think when we're talking about comparisons and let alone, but like who's better on paper, because that's really what we're talking about here. Who's better on paper? Then
Pretty
you have
much.
to compare and contrast. Like right now, like what we just talked about right now, the entitlement and of who your name is. Yes, I give that to John Wick because his name is very well like, oh yeah, I'm not fucking with him and anything he has.
Not fucking. You're not mentioning his name. Period.
Same way. It's just you're just not doing it. You're just not doing it. Whereas Punisher, aka Frank Castle, he was just a casualty. That's how they look at him. It was like, hey, you did what you did. Don't be surprised what comes to you. They didn't get him like the thing. Think about how far he had to go. All the connections you have, and no one can give you nothing. But all the connections John Wick has, and he's flooded with connections and survivability. Okay, that makes sense. See, John Wick is not a casualty. He's someone that they have no choice but to keep. And the thing is, he's on his way out. You would think you build the next assassin. No, you can't build the next John Wick. You just can't. You can't. That's the thing. So when it comes to title and let alone just prestige, yeah, John Wick wins in that battle. But I'm glad, but I want to keep this going, right? Because if you all had to give Punisher and John Wick a score on fighting skills, what would you give them? I think this is where we start narrowing down. Like, let's start giving scores. Like, just noticing what they've done, TV shows, like whatever they have. When you look at them being done, what would the score be in fighting style?
I mean, we'd have to break down the categories.